Well, that is the timer running out, so we're going live. Good morning, good afternoon, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday, the 2nd of February. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Couple of important things to cover today. First, our 10 season is over. I think Kayo's still around. We are in the midst of spoiler season. There's a few more days of spoiler season 4. 10, but we are getting there. Soon we'll know everything. And, of course, highlight of the week, world premiere in London for Companion of Wraith on Friday, which I am very much looking forward to. Can't wait till Kayo goes. What is your problem with Kayo? Surely a one-armed green guy doesn't scare you. How are you, Burst? Santavok, how are you? Your local art tent got cancelled because of the weather? Oh, no. That's too bad, Santavok. That's too bad. They didn't even postpone, they just straight up cancelled it? I would think that's something that would be postponed, but doesn't look like it. Right. So, you may notice I am early. I was sitting here, wondering, ready to go, what I should do. And the only thing I was thinking of was playing a game of Silver Age. I was like, if I'm gonna play Silver Age, I might as well go live instead. No one to watch Brooke cry when he loses claws. Oh, sad claws, bye-bye. We got a new claw. I mean, this claw looks much cooler. Is it good? No, but it looks cool, so... You know, we brutes never worry about being good. We just worry about looking good, right? I didn't do my art tent this weekend either. I wasn't feeling well. So on Friday evening, I made the decision to give somebody a ticket that was looking for one because the art tent was sold out, instead of waiting for Saturday morning and then letting it go to waste potentially, because it would be too late for that person to get there in time. So on Friday, I made a decision. I'm not going to go. As Friday, before this weekend, I was number 3 in the spot for XP in the UK for people that hadn't qualified for nationals yet. So, unless I drop like 40 spots, which I do not expect to happen, I should be qualified. It sucks. I would have liked to take Archeo for one more spin, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta prioritize other things. Ball break? Oh yeah. How can you check it? It's not something they officially do. It's something that the UK community has been doing to keep track of. So, there's a caveat there. It could be wrong. It could be wrong. Because you never know, you know, community keeping track of it. There may be mistakes there. But basically what the community did is like all the RTNs that just reach out and say, like, tell us, you know, how many games people won. And they put it all into a document. Yeah, but I mean, we should know soon, I hope. Cool. So I need to do 2 things this week. Well, first of all, I only have 1 stream this week, likely, because I'm going to the Super Armory tomorrow at Spellbound in central London, because they have some really cool prizes. Let me show you. Maybe I can find... There you go. So, these are the prizes that they're giving out. So, really, really cool stuff. There's going to be a raffle for the playmats. There's going to be... Gem Pack 4 is going to be handed out for the very first time at the Super Armory tomorrow. So, how can I not go? I mean, the playmat is awesome. The lore book. I just want a Gem Pack 4, so... Come Monday next week, I want to be opening that up on stream for you guys. That's my goal. I'm going to leave that nice and sealed. I now have 2 lore books. Wait, you have 2 lore books? Why do you have 2 lore books? Slacker only 1 stream this week? Well, I have a good reason, right? Slacker, yes. Perhaps. You're absolutely correct. But I have a good reason. Also... I'm still feeling unwell, so early warning, this may be a short stream. We'll see we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Competitive with Wraith. We have a lot of spoilers. You know, there's a lot of people going through this. I don't want to go through it in detail. I think there's some cool stuff just for the classes that I know. First of all, I want to say, like, this equipment here, buzzard helm, plating, strapping, and shin bones. I mean, if we're not getting a brute shaman, then I don't know what they're doing. Like, this screams shaman. It's even called shamanic shin bones. Like, if we're not getting that, then what are they doing? What are they doing? Because I have local store shop supporting Fab, and they gave me theirs for always being supportive, being the source biggest Fab support. Super nice gift. And I got the other one years ago. Nice. Hoarding those lore books. I think you told that story before. By the way, I need to quickly check something. Yeah, okay. I want to read and one for the shelf. That makes sense. So first of all, this card. I love this card. I think this is a really good card for RKO. It's a blue that blocks 3, it costs 1, and it attacks for 1. So you can use your hero ability to push this to 6. Now it says, when this attacks, roll a 6-sided die. This gets plus X damage, where X is the number rolled. So I can finally roll the dice and not be worried about the downside, right? So this is a 1... Like, this is like a 4 for 6 at the least. And it could be much more than that. It could be 13. I don't know if it's going to work out in a deck. I don't know if this really makes a cut. But first of all, the art is fantastic. Secondly, I really like the card, and I hope this makes a cut. I really like this. I have lots of lore questions now. I don't know anything about lore. Nothing. Lay down the challenge. Intimidate target hero if they have more cards in hand than you draw a card. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Somebody smarter than me needs to tell me if that's good or not. Rip off the top seems weird. Because it is draw a card and pitch a random card. So it's not discard a card. So it doesn't trigger Rhinar. So... this is a 1 for 3. What? It's a 1 for 3 with a 2 block? What? How is this good? I don't understand how this is good. Hey, Postman. Rock. Fair enough. Rock. Yeah, but the randomness, I'm not sure. Aggressive pounce. When you've intimidated the opponent this turn, this gets go again. I think this is great. I think for a club build, this is fantastic. This is a really, really good card. Especially at red, obviously. It's a 2-cost 6 with go again that blocks for 3. And all you need to do is, like, you need to have intimidated. So barraging beatdown or anything. Discard a agile wind up, anything. This is a really, really good card. I think this is going to go into a lot of Rhinar decks. I really like this card. It's fantastic. Bear Hug, I've tried Bear Hug, especially Bear Hug Yellow. The problem is, you can only play it if you've pitched a 6 or more this turn. But not pitch for this card, you need to have pitched for something else. Right, so if you've done that, that's great. But if you don't, then it can easily get stuck in your hand. I've had various times where this was just like a card I couldn't use. So... maybe better for Kayo than for any of the other brutes, but I'm not sure I like it. Aggressive Pounce is balls in Rhinar and Sage. Yeah, of course, yeah. 4 Intimidate and then 10 damage into you. I like those odds. So then we have a bunch of stuff here I don't really care about. I've been testing some Feign Vengeance for a game or two. I think it's actually a pretty decent Ira card. Because you can go Kodachi for 1, Feign Vengeance for 1, and then they're like, do they really want to block this 1? So either you get a block on this, either equipment or a 3 or something, or you're drawing a card. It's a blue 0, right? It's It seems good. That's only really the only ninja card I've looked at so far. Then we have all this warrior stuff. All this kind of stuff. Again, like, I'm not going to go through it in detail. There's enough smart people out there who's doing that. Or doing that. Let's go down here. So we... Where do I want to get talents? Kayo stuff. Tough as a rock. I don't really play Tough Nut at the moment. Don't know if this is good or not. What is your favorite class? It's my favorite class to hate. That's for sure. Okay, Chain of Brutality. Here we go. If this has 6 or more, this gets go again. When this hits a hero, the next attack action card you play this turn has 6. I think this is a good card as well. I think this is really good. Now, is this gonna hit a lot? I don't think so. But you activate the hero ability, and then it gets go again. So it's 6 go again. And I think this is one of the issues that the new deck may have after the Mandible Claw goes out. One of the issues that you have is getting go again. Now, obviously, you're gonna have to pitch 4 to do this. And the question is, what does the rest of your hand look like at that point? But I kind of like where it's coming from. We'll have to see where it goes. I do think we were missing some stuff in RKO, and this definitely helps. Walk in My Shoes, that's for Lyeth. And then we have Two-Faced. Now, I love this card. When this defends, the attacking hero draws a card. Then look at their hand and choose a card. They discard the chosen card. I really like this. But I feel like this is more for Lyeth. Because it's gonna be really hard to outdo the value that you're getting through Scowling Flashback. I don't think this is better than Scowling Flashback. We'll have to try it out. It comes down to testing, right? Hey, Josh, how are you? Good to see you. Toughnut looks like he got buffed. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he definitely everybody got buffed. So I really like this. But you can see Lyeth's hair here. I think this is intended to be a Lyeth card. I don't think it's an RKO card, but I like what it's doing. I think it's really cool. When you think about being reviled, this is the kind of stuff that I want to see. This is what I want to see, right? Glad to hear it, Josh. Line crossers, again, if you have the same as the opponent, it counts having more, so this is Lyeth. Leave them speechless. If you have more life than your other hero, you may play this as though it were an instant. When this enters the arena, name a card. Name card can't be played from hand while this is in the arena. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy this. Again, Lyeth. Snarky Prick. When this attacks a hero, look at the top of their deck. If it's a red, destroy it, and this gets +4. I think this is a 4-cost 10. So this could be a 2-card 10 in RKO if you have the 20 counter up, or a Vigor token. I think this is a great card into aggressive decks. So if you're playing a Syndra, or you're playing a Phi, theoretically, or anything red line, this is a great card. I buy the new brew cards. There's some good stuff there, right, Josh? What caught your eye? How are you guys all feeling about the set, right? Now that we've seen a lot of this stuff, like, for your hero, for your class, do you feel like they've given you good stuff? Insult to injury. When this attacks a hero, if you have more life than them, this gets go again. It could be a catch-up mechanic. I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure where exactly I would fit this in. Yeah, 0 for 3, head jab. New card is good. Good. Bad Breath. Intimidates targets. Next time you attack, control hits this turn, create 3 Might tokens. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see what RKO gets out of this. I've been testing into some Sage decks that have drag down. Drag down seems good in Sage. This is good. I don't know about any of the other generics. Can I just say that I really like how they're staying in line with the flavor for the different talents and classes and everything. I really noticed when I was looking at this. Where is... I'm looking for something specific. I think it is the new card. Can't see it right now. I'm blind. I'm blind. By the way, I was meaning to ask as well, is Chain Gone effective immediately? Oh, it's here. Serpent's Kiss, so in line with these Mystic Assassin cards. After Subsummers, May Brute won't get anything relevant. Change my mind by ordering 1 box to my LGS. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Right, so I'm playing the Super Armory tomorrow. And I think I'm going to play this Ira deck. I think Ira's in a good spot. All in all, I think it's a strong deck. Now, obviously, I can only play this week. And then I have to change into something for the calling. I'm going to have a maximum of 4 days of practice into the calling. I just don't have the time to practice. I don't have the time. Well, actually, I should practice now. And not care about the Super Armory tomorrow, right? Let's get a couple of reps in on this, and then we'll change to something new. So what do you think is going to dominate the new meta with the pen cards and Chain Gone? So for the calling on Saturday, what should I look out for? What are we looking out for? Briar? 2 votes for Briar? 3 votes for Briar. Okay. We're just gonna go for 1 into 1 into 7. Oldhim? Yeah, Oldhim as well, yeah. So does Oldhim counter Briar? Scar for Scar or Snatch in Arsenal? I like both. Scar for Scar is more conditional, so let's do 7 here. It can. I've tried out... I tried out Oldhim. I couldn't make it work. I don't know what the issue is with me. So... You mentioned earlier on Reinar. Is there any sense in playing Reinar, or is that a stupid idea? Am I coping on Reinar? We're feeding the graveyards to be able to play it. Looking for scrap. Okay, Edge of their Seat. Interesting. Didn't see that coming into a Bravo deck, but of course with the Dominate effect, that's huge. Alright, we will go for 1. Bravo's good in Sage? He is good, right? What are you guys projecting like the top 3 decks? Briar, Oldhim, and 1 more? Going for 6 here. Am I crazy to think that Ira is still decent? Bravo Enigma. Ira Aslander. Okay, so the 3rd spot is a bit more in question then. Alright, so I'm gonna play the 5 here. They can probably just give me an equipment and a card from hand and block this out. Yeah. Okay. This is gonna hammer me again, right? Yeah. Okay, can let this hit so the Scar for Scar gets go again. That makes sense. Enigma Alexi. So you're not quite sure. Yeah. So these are kind of your dark horse picks then, you would say. Alright, Scar for Scar. Cool. Up sticks and run. This is gonna pop at the end of the turn, right? So I'm guessing they're not gonna block here. Lex is always good. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I should probably just play Briar, right? I'm always doing this thing where I'm avoiding the top decks. So you're saying the deck which is most dangerous to Briar, in your opinion, is Oldham. I should stop sabotaging myself and just play the best deck in format, right? I keep doing this to myself where I'm just not playing the best deck. And then I wonder when I'm not doing well. They're keeping a 5-card hand. Now here come the blocks. Here come the blocks. There's Alpha Hero. I mean, that is a very good point, Josh, right? You should always have fun playing the hero as well. Okay, this goes in Arsenal. Well, that didn't work.
Show me what you got!
Did work. Alright, what is this? 16 Dominate. For cards from their arsenal at the bottom of its owner's deck. Cool. Very sexy, very cool, fantastic, love it. It's not too bad. I can play take eye reflex. Wait, I can't? Why can I not... Why can I not defend with this? Wait, I know why.
Sorry.
Because I already passed on the block.
Sorry.
Right. Yeah, there we go. Because it's not a defense reaction. That's why. That is why. So blocking for 60, we're taking 10 down to 5. But I feel like I have quite a good hand all in all. Now, is that going to be enough to really threaten them enough here? Alright, we're going for Kodachi for 1. One of these Kodachis needs to hit. Wait, no, hold on. Now I've given the trick away. Oh my god, my brain. My brain. It's the blue that I need to pitch. Now basically they need to block the Kodachis. I could just play the Razor Reflex to get it to hit. This is gonna be for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so they're blocking this, alright. That makes sense. Now playing the Tiger that gets buffed by my hero ability for 1. Maybe we can get them to forget about my cut through. That's the sneaky plan. Get the Tearing Shoko, get the Pouncing Paws. Razor Reflex is winning me a lot of games in this matchup, in this format in general. I think they're going to try and survive this turn without blocking, and then kill me. I think that's their plan. I should block this Blade Beckner earlier on. I'm guessing there's going to be a block on this. What they're not expecting is a Razor Reflex. They're not blocking it. They're not blocking it. Alright. That's good for me. I'll play the cut through. Okay, this is blocking out for 4. I don't think I can kill them here. So the Torrent of Tempo is coming in for 5. I can't kill them. Yeah, it's gonna say they're probably gonna block for 5. Do I raise a reflex this? Yes, because I can then get them closer to lethal, right? So what I want to do is I want to try and get them to Kodachi lock. And if I can do that early on, then or earlier, then that is good for me. Okay, so we're facing 3 to 5. That was a decent turn, but I basically threw everything, right? 10. Ooh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, Nate. Doesn't matter. Yep, GG. Dominated attacks. I should have blocked with the headpiece earlier on. That was my mistake here. Ooh, how are you doing, Nick? Round of applause for opponents. Zero, 1. Right. Yeah, I gotta make a decision on what I'm gonna play this weekend. At the moment, I do not know. I'm getting some new art commission, and I just saw the first version of the line art. Dude, this is gonna be fantastic. I can't wait. It's gonna look great. Can't wait. Can't wait to show you all eventually. Alright, so I've beaten a Briar. I've lost against a Briar. I should practice Briar. Does anybody have like a Briar list that includes the new cards? If they play any, which I would think they do. So what do we do? Kodachi for 1. That is gonna hit. It always hits. Kodachi for 2. This is gonna get blocked. The first Kodachi always hits. Because you can go wider than they can block with 4 cards, right? And they don't want to block with equipment, so... Start of the game, you always get that 1 damage in. Cool, so they're doing that. So the cut through is gonna be for 4. This is some Silver Age on the channel. The Lord Reviewer, well, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm playing the Silver Age Super Armory at Spellbound Games tomorrow. So I need to practice for that. Also, I'm playing the Calling at the World Premiere at the end of the week. So, do I play the Soulbeat Strike? No, we'll keep it for later. Are you doing Super Army at Spellbound tomorrow? I am. Yes. Well, I hope to. I've been feeling under the weather the last few days. I actually had to forfeit my my ticket for the last RTN this weekend because I didn't feel well. So I'll have to just wing it and see how it goes. But my main focus is being well for the weekend. Doing both as well. I think I'm gonna have some fun with Elias tomorrow, but I'm going to try Dromai for Saturday. Ooh, Dromai. Dromai is certainly a take I haven't heard of before. That's all good. It's all good, dude. But thank you. Levia in Sage Trust. I mean, everybody is coming out with their pet decks, right? Everyone's like, my deck's the best. My deck. Trust my deck. Which is cool. This is for 4. Use the equipment a bit earlier this game. Let's block 4 here. Cool. Right, this is pretty good here. I'm guessing they want to go aggressive, so they don't want to block. But if I play Soulbeat, that would be a risk here. They could just end my turn. Army night tonight. Hope to meet next to my mates. See you guys. Hey, have fun. Meetex is so much fun. You're a believer? They're not gonna block. I'm gonna believe that they're not gonna block here. Well, they can use one equipment and one card from hand. They may actually do that. Sirens of the Safe Harbor in Arsenal is also not the worst thing in the world. I mean, this screams that they should block. I have 2 resources floating. They need to block this. And they're using a card from hand. Okay. There we go. 2 cards from hand. That's what I like to see. But they're taking the damage. Okay. The whole point of you blocking there was to block it out, my dude. That was the whole point. Guys, if you have any good lists that you think I should consider for the calling on the weekend, then please send them my way. I have no idea what to play at this moment in time. Really no idea. 7. Don't want to let that hit. So blocking for 7 here. I don't want to give him an extra card here. We already got him in a position where we're not playing with a 5-card hand. I think I've got to try and stay there. 1. Not blocking that. That makes sense. Actually for 2. Probably there comes the equipment block. That makes sense. Now we're playing the torrent. Yes, I need to put them under pressure. If I can get them in a range where I can kill them with like the hand with like a razor reflex, I think that's where we want to get to. Definitely what I want to get to. Right, still letting it hit again. Interesting. I could do another 2 damage here with Tearing Shuko and the Pouncing Paws, but I think I'll wait for that. Ooh, this is not a great hand. 3 blues is not what I want to see. However, they are on 7 life. So that's not too bad. Let's let this hit first. Also, nothing that synergizes with my tiger. But I think we're in a pretty good spot here at the moment. Nine. That's a lot of damage. But I have 2 blues in my hand I do not need. So we can block for 6. Right, they're just gonna sword me here for 4. Right, skip all the rune chance. Yeah, we'll take the 3 as well. 7 to 9. 4 card hands, Kodachi for 1. They still have the leg equipment up for block for 2. My guess is this is gonna be here on the Kodachi. There we go. Now I break the Tearing Shuko. I get the Pouncing Paws. I get a Crouching Tiger for 2. Cool, and then this is for lethal. So they need to give me at least 1 card here. I actually think at the moment, at least without the new cards, this is a decent matchup for Ira. Is it easy? No, but it's doable. Go again. Sadly, I have no cards left. Razor Reflex. Sadly, cannot play that on a Flaying Kick, but I can play it on a Dagger.
Other Republic.
Alright, so I'll take the 4 here. I'm gonna take this. Take one. Then play the arcane. No, that's incorrect. That's not how I want to use that card. So we got 3 here. I think I can bring it home with the Razor Reflex. I don't think they're gonna count for Razor Reflex. I don't think they're gonna respect it, and I win the game. Oh, I was so wrong. I was so wrong. They did. They did. Oh, I healed 0 because of the Reaping Blade, right? Ah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Your Arcane Polarity doesn't come into the sideboard then. Totally forgot about that. Totally forgot. Sucks. Okay, blocking for 3. I need to use my only 3 block here. Right, Kodachi for 1. Is this what I do? No, we'll play out the up 6 and run. Play this out. Play the Kodachi. It's actually not what I wanted to do. I wanted to play the Snatch. Yeah, that was not how I was supposed to play that. I think we're still in a quite good position at the moment. We got him on the back foot. But an all-red hand now. With 2 raised rune chants. Well, so much for that. However, the Kodachi lock is real now. Soulbeat strike for 5. Probably needs quite a few cards here. If they find the other defense reaction for that things me for 1, I'm still fine. Getting a card for this, and then I'm getting 2 cards for this as well. They're left with 1 card in hand. I need to find some blues in the next hand. Problem with this hand was all red, right? How are you guys feeling? What is your favorite spoiler so far? Do you have like a favorite card? Damn it, I'm not getting 2 cards. That is bad. Well, I am getting 2 cards, actually. Yeah, because otherwise, of course, they're dead. 1 blue here. I need that for the rune chance. 2 0 costs. We need to pitch here. Then 4. Oi, 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 oi. That was the wrong card again. That was the wrong card. My brain is kaput. My brain is not in it today. Should of course not keep the up 6. I should keep the 0 for 4. That's what we're keeping. Tome of Pandemonium. I thought they wouldn't print cards like that anymore. I was wrong. The book burning will continue, I guess. Eventually. Yeah, I lost the game here basically at this point. Well, it depends what they have back in the lesson. How's your RTN? I didn't play RTN this weekend. I wasn't feeling well, so I gave my ticket to somebody who could go to not make it a last-minute decision. How are you doing? Okay, so we can block for 4 here. Ah, damn it. Okay, sure. Yeah, I messed this up myself. I lost this game to myself. Round of applause. To my opponent. Should have not lost this game. I think this game was very winnable. More books for Slippy to read, I guess. Do they need to read books? How's your weekend, Sigma? You meant you didn't play Metex the whole week to end up not going? Wait. I didn't play Metex last week. That was the weekend before. I was always going to play RKO. I was always going to play RKO all season long. I was never going to change. We're going to go second. I was never going to change that. I'm guessing that's Great Axe, right? You might have High Redeemer. If yes, thanks for the game. You played really well there. If you played against the Scowling, yes, that was me. Briar, absolutely, my dude. Yeah, she's good, huh? Have you tried Medax, Reiner, and Sage? I have. I'm not sure how I feel about the deck. Like, is he competitive? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna play in the Calling on the weekend. Like, I don't know. Try still best deck in format. Yeah, that is probably the truth, right? Alright, so we're gonna go for Kodachi for 1 here. I'm guessing we're gonna get blocked a lot this game. You got 9th at that PH? Yes, but that's without the new cards, right? Oh, yeah, but again, that's before Pen. You were not talking about Brian, you were talking about Reiner. But still, right? My common stance, that was prior to Pen. Linux Reiner is what I've been running pre-Pen in Silver Age because it can beat any deck in the format. It can. It's a good deck. I just feel like I should get out of my comfort zone every now and then. I should get out there and play something that feels different. What do we do here? 2-6. That's kind of where I'm as well, Sigma. We can... Are those the 2 cards in? That's exactly the change that I made as well. Now, I'm not sure I sideboarded out the right cards, but that's what I made. You need like 8-11 damage on turn 0 because you don't have a hand to block. It's quite good. Yeah, that is good. Looking for scrap. Key Unleash. I have a target for looking for scrap. I do. I mean, this is just what they're gonna do all game long, right? Let's use equipment so I can use... Then Key Unleash goes in Arsenal. No, sorry, not that. That was not the play. Alright, Kodachi for 1. Ay. Yeah, my brain is elsewhere today. What's on your list to try, Paul? Again, I don't know where I'm sitting for the weekend. At the moment, I'm playing this list because that's what I'm bringing to the Silver Arch Super Armory tomorrow. And I don't really care about winning tomorrow. Tomorrow's just about fun. So I think I'll just bring the deck that I've already sleeved, but I don't know the calling. Reiner's definitely an option. We could go all in on this turn. The Key Unleash is just sitting there. Let's do this. Otherwise, the Key Unleash is just sitting there. Clearly, they're keen on keeping their whole hand here. Let's see if we can continue doing this with 7 coming in, pushing you down to 6. Okay. Right. All red hand again. I mean, show me how bad it's gonna be. Okay, so +2. Sure, that's 6. That's not... What were you doing with those 2 cards, friend? That makes no sense. We're gonna have to pitch a red here, sadly, because no blues, and the only one that is a 0. Withering Thorns for 5, and I think I'll arsenal the cut through here. Like, Talashar's been insanely fast again on coding everything, right? So they've already got like 70% of all the cards that we know in, which is insane. Like, it's like they're basically putting them down online as fast as we're getting there. Should have used the chest last two, could have reflex in the arsenal. So I can only use the chest one if I've played a Crouching Tiger. And I didn't play Crouching Tiger, right? Yeah, I had to, no? Generic pieces? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't attack with the Crouching Tiger. Unless you mean 2 turns ago, where I didn't need the resources. Oh, wait, no. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I could have done... Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Yeah. You're right. The work rate is crazy. They're coding it up so fast for enjoyment. They're super fast, right? Well, you're letting that hit. Well, that's great. That gives my 2 cut-throughs go again. And then the Tiger Eye reflex in Arsenal, so we can use it potentially on the turn after. Alright, I need another card, friend. And then we got you in Kodachi Lock. Arsenal. Are you using the new cards? Phoenix, I am not. Because I'm just getting a few games in for my Super Army tomorrow. So we're blocking for 3, taking 7. It's not gonna be... the Scar for Scar is not gonna trigger anyway, but I need the resources. So this is gonna go down to 2. So we're gonna go down to 2. There we go. Okay, so... Kodachi pitching a Scar for Scar to give it go again. Crouching Tiger for 1 go again. Okay. Kodachi for 1. Just take another card out of their hands. Right. We'll segue into some new cards after this. I was playing into a new era, and the deck felt so good, but they wouldn't tell me, so I just kind of had to copy it off what I saw them play. Alright, so this is maybe Chi-Chi? There it is, Chi-Chi. Alright. Yeah. Alright, let's go into some new cards. My decks. Alright, round of applause for opponent. 1 and 2. Sorry. Okay, so this is the deck that I have. Just copying off somebody that randomly played into me. It felt very strong. So the new cards in the deck are Track Down, which I felt worked really well when played against me. Vain Vengeance, which I feel like is a decent card as well. The equipment suite is the same. What is a little bit different is Null Rune. I'm bringing in the Mask of the Swarming Claw because this is better than a Null Rune Hood, right? This is just a straight up upgrade to Null Rune Hood. What new cards were they running? Those are the cards, right? And then the Rope of Autumn's Fall. Now, obviously this is just Null Rune Rob, right? Like, I'm not playing Edge of Autumn, so this will never trigger. But if I'm just playing an equipment for Arcane Barrier 1, then I'm playing the one with flavor. So this is the deck that I saw them play. I do not know what's in sideboard. I do not know what else I should play. What other cards should we play? I don't think the ninja cards, there's much there otherwise that would recommend themselves to playing. Let's have another look here. I think... Oh, I missed it. There they are. So, double cross strap. Destroy this, gain 1. Activate this only if you've hit 2 or more times this combat chain. I think my chess piece, Blood Scent, is better because I control when I can trigger this. This is conditional on my opponent doing something at the right time. And this blocks for 1 as well, so... Type Flippers for more flavor? Oh yeah, Type Flippers, of course. Yes, of course, Type Flippers. Of course. How could I forget about Type Flippers? Cool. Right, so this is my deck. So the other one is... So we've got Maskin. Dyed Silk Sleeves. Destroy a dagger you control that is not on the active chain link. Target ninja attack action card on the active chain link hits +1. When the chain link resolves, if the attack didn't hit, destroy this. Yes, but it's 1 less value than what I'm running right now. This is like a 1, right? As to where this is a +2. So this is 3 value with the 1 block, and this is 2 value. Full ninja AB, right? Right, we're getting there, Uno Man. Getting there. The anti-dominate legs seem pretty important for Azalea and the Guardians. What are the anti-dominate legs? Is this anti-dominate? No. Is that generic, or what is that card called? Okay, so Feign Vengeance is in, right? Become the Bottle. When this attack, choose a card on the combat chain, this gets the chosen card's name. I don't really care about that effect. Become the Cup. When you play this, choose a color, this gets that chosen color. Again, I don't care about that. So I think... Yeah, I don't really need to play anything else in the Aria deck. Generic Legs. Hey, Dirk, how you doing? Generic Legs. Generic is at the bottom. Generic... So this will be the unflinching for... Instant destroy this target attack loses on can't gain dominate. Yeah. Looks very cool as well. I mean, I don't have my site board slots filled up anyway yet, so let's take it into the inventory. So we're currently at 53 or 55. Alright, we can do that. We can do that. Alright, let's see how this goes. Future Silver Age. Oh, they're not supported yet. Darn it. Alright. How was your weekend, Dirk? Dirk. No, that's the wrong format. Future Silver Age. Probably missed it, but am I right to assume that Savage Claw is the RKO weapon? It's supposed to be the RKO weapon. It's not good though. But yes, that's what it's supposed to be. Hold the line. Alright, Dorinthia. We're just gonna play with the 40 here. See how this goes. Yeah, so Savage Claw is just a 3. It doesn't do anything. That is like super sad. Genetic brute memes are so meh. Okay. It's all 2 block. All the warriors are playing Decimate to Great Axe. All of them. There's not a single warrior that I can see playing something else. Reinforce the line. Ah, okay. Well, crap. At least we only took 2. Alright, Snatch times 2. Alright, we're gonna go for Kodachi for 1. I'm gonna play the Feign Vengeance. I'm guessing we're gonna get an equipment block on this. I mean, the equipment suite for warriors is very good. I'll play this for 1. They're not blocking it. Alright. Also, I misunderstood how this card works, apparently. I only draw if it hits. Okay. The Reckless card is great for RKO, and that's it. I wish they made the Revile Brew card. It looks really good, right? Reckless Arithmetic. It looks really cool. Going for 4 here. They should not block this because... What? Am I going to put 2 cards in Arsenal? No. No, 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 no. By the way, guys, the league is running into week number 3 right now. It's free to join on my Discord for anybody. Some cool prizes being sponsored there. Because we have ELO DK for this season, it's really never too late to join it. So if you want to play some Flesh and Blood that has some stakes attached to it, join the Flesh and Blood League on my Discord. It's either via... oh, wow. Okay. You can play via webcam or Talishar. That is a lot of buff. It's another card for a Casino Rhiner. The thing is, it doesn't have downside, right? It's just gonna be... Yeah, it's definitely an RKO card. Because you want to buff that one if you can't do anything else. Okay, the 1 hit, that's great. We're gonna go for 2. This is gonna get blocked by an equipment. We're not blocking equipment. So they're just hoping to kill me here, are they? Love to raise a reflex. It's such an important card. So with the new cards coming out, do you guys feel like it took a bit at the edge out of Hummel, or is it as bad as ever? Alright, there we go. Dude, I need to change that. Wait, I need to change that alert right now. We are not in episode 3. Episode 5 is coming out this week. Alright, let's use the equipment here. That makes sense with my hands. We're just going to go to here. Gonna deactivate that. Cool. Sorry about that. But yes, a pound of flesh is going strong. It's going strong. Should I just let this hit? I'm gonna block with the headpiece. I kind of like my hand, and if I want to play everything, I need all the blues. We're 14. Ah, for feck's sake. There we go. Cool. Kodachi for 1. Kodachi for 2. So this is the news webs on my way back home. Really enjoyed them. I'm glad you do. Thank you for listening. Like, Justin is so... Like, Justin... Jude, they're like... These guys are so smart. They're so smart. Is she just trying to fatigue me? Yeah, I think so. Just keeping 1 card. They're going for 6 here. I mean, all they want to do is just swing the axe, right? Just swing the axe. It's an all red hand. Well, no, assault the wound. Take it. Because I want to play that Scar for Scar with a go again. Scar for Scar to start. So we can make sure it has go again. Drag down is good versus axe. It is, right? Yeah, I want to put this in Arsenal at the end of the turn, potentially. Okay, go for 1 here. Well, for 2. Oh, they keep taking the damage. I'll break the Shukos. Break the Pouncing. Play 2. Turn of tempo. They need to. I'm not sure if they're gonna. I'm not sure they're gonna respect it or not. They will. Toughen up for 7. That's lethal. Block 3. Not sure about this one. Not sure if it's the right card to block with, and I'm not sure if I should have not blocked more here. So we go for 1. Yeah. Expecting it to hit. Spittering Thorns for 5. Just kind of must block here. Block 6, send 10. Similar. Sending in 11. I do need 2 cards here. Yeah, so this is for 4. We'll play the drag down. We'll make that into a 1. The effect doesn't apply, so we go down to 2. This does not have go again, so we'll go for Kodachi for 1. Okay, we got them Kodachi locked. Loki may have wanted to go to 1, but get shunted would have sucked. Yeah. Who knows, right? So it's a bit of a risk. Yeah, like for life, it would have been nice to sound. I'm thinking about sound as well. Yeah. Okay, so felling for +6. Steelblade Chunt, there it is. And the Iron Song response. So we know what we can't do, which is go down to 1. Soulbeat only if it gets only if it hits has go again, right? I am gonna have to do this sadly. Oh my god. Well, if they have the steel blades, then I die.
Show me what you got!
Doesn't look like it. They pitched it away. They did something with it. I knew it wasn't in the... Was it in the hand? Yeah, of course it was. Wait, no, there was something else. No, they pitched it away. Sharp and Seal, I knew. But again, my brain is freaking fried today. Felling... Okay. Well. Okay, so they're just keeping 1. Swing their weapon. Can't give them the yellow. Have to. I actually have to. Because otherwise I die. I think they're just waiting for the Steelblade Chunt right now, right? Yeah, I'm in a bad position. They're probably just gonna fatigue me from this point on. 2 blues, so we're gonna block like this. Gotcha for 1. Okay, so Kodachi for 1, 2. Soulbeat Strike for 4. Empty the hand. Okay, I think we could be okay. But every Kodachi is a risk, right? So what have they played so far? We see 1 blue Steelblade Chunt. So they probably have another one. If they would have had it, they would have played it already. There's no point in not doing it. Yeah, Siren seems to be played, yeah. Come on, baby. There we go. Cool. All blue. Well, I mean, it's that time of... It's that time in the deck, right? The Legacy of Ikaru is nice. But I feel like they probably don't have a lot of 2 blocks. That doesn't have go again. Kodachi for 2. No, does this... No, this is only ninja attacks. Bluster is a generic, so that doesn't work. Yeah, exactly. But at this point, I just fatigue him. So we go Kodachi for 1. Then into Feign Vengeance for 1. Why does Kiev go again? I don't have a tiger. Kodachi for 1. They had to block it, so I got a card. There we go. Cool. GG. GG. Deck feels good. I think I definitely need to realize that the card that I played second last here is a late game card, right? This is a late game card. When you have them to Kodachi, they need to block this, you draw another card. Right? Now, is this good enough? Is this good enough to actually do something in the format? Or do I just go and try and have a good time? Because at the end of the day, it's a world premiere. Like, and I love world premieres. I think it's so much fun. Same again, right? We just played this person. What did you guys say earlier on? I forgot the card that you said that I should put into the deck. Seven. So we gotta block 3. We gotta block 3. Gotta block 8. That is enough to block this out. 3 good cards though. Going down to 7. Good. I mean, Decimator X Dory is not at the top of the meta contenders, is it? Oh my god, what is this hand? What is this hand? I think what I should put in this deck is Razor Reflex. I think you can catch so many people out just by Razor Reflexing. If we do this, we do this. This is only 4, so this attacks. Hits gets when you play life. If you have less life than your opponent, it gets go again. So let's put this. Let's put some red at the bottom of the deck here. Some big attacks in case this goes long again. Alright, Steel Blood Shunt yellow, Plow Through, Sharpened Steel, and a Felling Swing. So they... what are they gonna do? Don't know. If you guys could play... If you guys had the option to play The Calling at the world premiere this weekend, what would you play? What would you play? Yeah, that's gonna be a big bonk. 10. That is gonna be a big bonk. Now, I could let this hit and then play 2 Life for Life in a row. I don't have to take it all, though. We can block with the equipment. Yeah, let's do this. Still gonna be lower life. I think in this format, you probably want to use your equipment early. Okay, so if this hits, we get a life. I've been showing Flattering Showman, but there's a new Azuri deck I want to try. Ooh, Azuri! Tell me more. Bittering Thorns for 5. Into a Sound the Alarm. Am I gonna have a turn with no Kodachis? Looks like it. Okay. Steelblade Shunt. 2 Steelblade Shunts and an Iron Song response. All red again! I have enough blues, I swear. Sorry, what was the red? It's a +3, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna block this. Contract Azuri with the new gloves and knife through for extra range. Ooh, sounds exciting. I always wanted Azuri to be good. Okay, not much here. We can do this with all reds. What about... Yeah. Contract Azuri, but she's very mid-range. How do you deal with like the super blocky decks and how do you deal with like the super aggro decks? Is she not too mid-rangey? I mean, if you can buy back the helmet, right, then you get extra block. That's good. New is better. Azuri is too slow. I can kind of see where you're coming from, yeah. Guessing this is a block out. They still have their whole equipment sitting here, which is scary. It's not the same deck that we just played into. I don't think this is the same player. It's just... Alright, so... I mean, this is not going to do anything, right? Smash Up, this is not going to be a attack. Smash Up is really good into Prior, I think. Because they're always going to have like a 0 for 4 attack in their arsenal. 4. What buff do they have this time? Dragon is great. I need 3 Dragonders in my life. Fighting Blade, sure, okay. Okay, we said we need to feign Vengeance at the bottom of the deck for that late game situation. Kodachi. They're waiting for the Steelblade Shunt for the last attack, right? So this blocks 6. I'm still gonna play it out. I can't just wait there for the rest of the game. Also, that means I need to pitch a card. Is RKO anything in this format? I feel like if you can actually use his hero ability... Well, the problem will be to stay ahead in life total than your opponent, right? Oh my god, what is this all blue hand? What is this all blue hand? So what we're going to do here is Kodachi into destroying these 2 to get a tiger to give the pouncing key +1 and go again. Just gonna destroy this. Go for crouching tiger for that one little synergy thing that I have for pouncing key. I still think the blues are just really not that good in this deck. Alright, there we go for 2. I think it's a turn to break equip to give Pounce and Key go again. Exactly, right? Exactly, yeah. I need to do something here to put more pressure on them. And then I'm just gonna play out all my cards here. The more I can threaten lethal, the better. And then we're just gonna attack for 4, right? So obviously I'm higher life, I'm not getting any life, this does not have go again. But it's a 1 for 4 to finish up the turn. Probably not a steel blade shunt here. Yeah, exactly. And then they probably have a blue to just attack with their weapon again. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, good hand. Lock, take 2. They still have a lot. Their equipment here scares me, right? We can't forget that they still have all that equipment sitting there. So I'm trying to pull as much block out of their hands now as possible. Probably an equipment, the legs, and exactly. Then another 1 here. And then if I get another 2 cards on the snatch, that'd be great. Yeah, equipment, yeah. This equipment is very good. Taking 2 damage, going to 3. Okay. I did not account for that, but that's fine. We're okay, we're okay. We are okay. They are in Kodachi lock. So we just can't go lower, so we don't get killed by the steel blade shunt. They're on 1. I think this is more relevant right now. They can just give me an equipment and 1 card, right? Exactly. So this is an arsenal. So they have 1 more of those. They're passing. Cool. The nip at the heels may actually... Well, no, they're never gonna not block that. Their attack with 3 or less gets +1. I mean, they're gonna have to block here. No, they do not. Okay, I'm down to 1. Do we think they have another one? I think I go to save fruit and just play the sirens. If they have another steel blade shunt here, I die, I just look very, very stupid. So let's go back up to 2. Salty Wound is not really going to do anything for the rest of the game. We're just going to block 6 here to not take any damage. Right, Kodachi for 1 again. Woo! Aren't I glad that I played that card? Can I risk another one though? I think they're running a 6 off. So I can't really risk it. Alright, we're just gonna play the snatch for 5 then. Blocking for 5. That gets me back to 2. Good. Good. Kodachi for 1. Should have probably just played the smash up here, right? Just Kodachi... Actually, do we... Yeah, I have to. Kodachi for 2. Okay. Yeah, they have 2 cards now, though. This is dangerous. They have a reaction. It just may kill me. Okay, no, we're good. The cut through is not gonna get the buff because they literally cannot not block. No, you're kidding, right? Yeah, GG. GG. Oh, there had two more. Okay, round of applause. Lesson learned. Okay, let's reinforce. Reinforce the line. Let's put this in inventory. And now we are at 54. And how about one razor? Yeah, that was close, but no cigar. Cool. These games are so fast. Should this format be a best of 3? Would you house rule a best of 3? How do you think that would work? Would that be better for maybe just for top 8 at callings, etc.? Or is that a dumb idea? Right, Bolton. Let me remind you, Oldham is meta. Oldham is meta. Does somebody have a Bolton and an Oldham deck list? Let's see what Bolton does. This is interesting. I'm probably gonna get caught out here because I never get to play into him. Beaming Blade. You were wrong, second cycle. What? Beaming Blade? Well, it makes sense. If a yellow card has been put in your hero's soul this turn, this gets +5. I mean, that makes sense. This text, reveal top card of your deck. If it's a yellow, put it into your soul and get +1. Winners tournaments, there are a bunch of those. Ooh. Put the heals. However, there's no go again. At least right now. I'm gonna pitch this. Going for 1. Kadachi for 1. Probably one of the most iconic sentences to say in Flesh and Blood, right? Kadachi for 1. Another, I think another iconic word in Flesh and Blood is currently. Presenting 2 damage. Currently. You know what I should have done? I should have played the Soulbeat Strike here. And then they block with 1 card on the 3, and then I could play Nip at the heel to push it to 4. That's what I should have done here, I think. Yeah, that would have been better. There's also a chance my turn just ends, to be honest. Saving for true trust. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I've maneuvered myself in this bad position, but I'm gonna have to try in this. And if it doesn't go anywhere, you know what? I played myself. I made a mistake. But at least we'll put the Snatch in Arsenal. I'm gonna play out the heal anyway for 1 damage. But I should have been more careful with these, because obviously they don't trigger the hero ability. So I don't have a lot of cards that don't trigger Bolton's hero ability. I should have been more careful how I utilize these cards. Alright. I don't know why I played it out now, because they're giving it go again. Alright, Snatch. What mad scientist math are they doing behind the scenes here to think that they do not need to block here? I mean, how bad can their 5-card hand be? It can't possibly be that bad. And yeah, if you're new to Flesh and Blood, by the way, I just released a new video on Friday. Basically running down everything Flesh and Blood for an absolute beginner in less than 10 minutes. I talk about formats, I talk about products, I talk about organized play structure. If you're brand new, if you're like literally, this is the first experience that you have with Flesh and Blood right now, I recommend you go watch that video. We're going to be in London for the world premiere. I am. That is the plan. That is the plan. I've been feeling very bad for the last few days, like really under the weather. And I hope that clears up before the weekend. I really hope that clears up. Otherwise, I'm just going to drug myself and drag myself over to the world premiere, pick up my decks, right? And my boxes and leave again, if it comes to that. But hopefully I'll be feeling better by then. Alright, we had to block a little bit there. So I think I'm just going to do Kodachi for 1, plus a buff for 7, right? Well, for 6. No, for 7. You can't forget that Ira's still the queen of value. So if you can just do Kodachi for 1, attack for 7, that's totally fine. That's okay. That's a good hand. You don't have to do 5-card hands all the time. Are you going, Stir? Anybody else in chat here who's going to the world premiere? Alright. Going for 7. Gonna travel as well? Yeah, if you see me, come say hi. Absolutely. It's gonna be such a good time. I love world premieres, honestly. I did 2 last year. I was in Prague for The Hunted. And then I was in Montreal for... Super Slam. And it's just so much fun. So much fun. Alright, they're blocking for 5. Taking 2. 17 to 11. They have 4 cards in hand, 1 card in soul. 2 cards in soul. Scar for Scar. Sound the Alarm. Soul Beast Strike. What was the restaurant we went to London for dinner? Oh, I don't remember. So many people going from the NL scene? Yeah, I mean, it's close, right? You can train it as well if you don't want to fly. You just get a direct train from Amsterdam. It's like, what, 3 hours? If you consider going through, like, customs and all that, the train may actually be faster than flying. I don't remember. No, I don't, Dot. I do not. It was some kind of gastropub, right? How are you doing, Dot? Did you close on the house? Everyone's training, most on Thursday. Nice, nice. When I went to the Pro Tour Amsterdam, I trained it as well. Alright, what are they doing? What are they doing? I don't know what to do with my hand as long as I don't know what they... Like, I'm considering taking the damage so I can play Scar for Scar with Go again, right? But that feels kind of silly. Hello from Idaho. Well, King Charles. Idaho. Welcome from London. How are you doing? Enter in the name of cards. Turn all cards with that name in banished zones face down. Whenever a card with that name is banished while this is in the arena, turn that card face down. At the beginning of your turn, put this in your soul. What does that do? What does that do? Do I use all my equipment block here to block this? No. I do not. In fact, I do not block. PT Amsterdam got me hooked. Took me a metro for 10 minutes and played one side event. Bought a lot of cards. Dude, it was a great event. Like, calling in Amsterdam is the first and last time, and only time, I ever qualified for a day 2 in a tier 3 or higher tournament. I'm sitting in right now for the inspection, just talking about my trip here and couldn't remember the restaurant we went to, but I know it's essential for like 7 days later trilogy. Yeah, it's probably the pot and the cock or something like that. As in the animal. Because that's what they call their pups over here. They're letting it hit. Okay. Alright, sound the alarm. Show me what you have. All yellows. Duty-bound blitz. Is that a new one as well? It looks like it, yeah. Only if a yellow has been put into your soul this turn. I guess that's what this is for. Did you play any games before that, RVD, or is like, are you new to car games? I hope the inspection goes well, Dot. I hope it goes well. Alright. Hitting 1, we're getting 1 card. And I think I want to put the Scar for Scar in Arsenal because this blocks for 3. All red hand. 4 Go again. Can't really use a 1 cost on this in this hand anyway for this turn. They're all red hands and probably block with the Sirens as well. Yeah, we can block with this, this, and this. Get a 5 block out of that. Get 1 life back. They're getting a Go again. Okay. We take the 3 here. We're still not... Alright, blocking that as well. Just play out the Scar for Scar. That does not get Go again, just a 0 for 4. Put the Snatch in Arsenal.
Show me what you got!
New wizard card. Wait, just spoiled right now? Don't see anything yet. Although wizard is like probably one of my least favorite classes to play. Or we take it down a notch, drag down. Does this counteract the ability? No, it doesn't. Because But no, he had to trigger it as well, right? Again. He had to trigger it again. He had to put another trigger on the stack. Huh. How does this interact? Assassin's tomorrow? Wizard Day. Ads in 1 minute on Twitch. Another 5 here. Oh, 1. Yeah, because I haven't put a card in Soul. Six. Well, that's a completely different value proposition. Whoa, they're playing a Monarch. I mean, makes sense they're playing Monarch cards. It's Bolton after all. Yeah, that makes no sense. We haven't seen that many Marvels yet, right? So I'm wondering if they're keeping like the Marvels for the world premiere. And they're not going to spoil any of those until the world premiere. We've only seen the Tekla card, which I believe is in the gem pack. Is it? No, that's a Nitro Mechanoid card, which is in there. It's a max card. We're getting 2 mech cards in Marvel, huh? Alright, going for 5 here. That's a lot of damage, my friend, when you're down to 2 life. Going for 1. Let's get them Kodachi locked. Alright. Let's get them to block more. I'm not letting them have those cards. And then I could get a 1, but that's not enough, so we're just playing the Snatch for 4. This could actually be GG here. GG. Well played! Round of applause to our opponent. Alright. Guys, I'm struggling a little bit here. I'm not feeling super well, so I'm gonna call it a stream a bit super early today. Sorry for that, but I think I want to be trying to get well for the weekend at the world premiere. There's not going to be a stream tomorrow because I'm going to the Super Armory at Spellbound Games. Yeah, thanks for being here today anyway. I hope either I see you at the world premiere on Friday, or, you know what, see you around on my next stream. As always, keep an eye out for a Pound of Flesh coming out on Wednesday. And I think short and sweet, I'll call it there for today. Thanks so much for being here today. Sorry for cutting it short, and I hope to see you around soon. Until then, bye-bye.